Okay, I've never actually live streamed before, so I'm gonna assume that this is working. Um, Not that there's anyone here. Or maybe I'll tweet this up to my like 40 something followers. I don't know, maybe someone will be like, wow, I assume it's still live even if I'm in another tab, right? It looks like it. Okay. Um, okay, hang on one second. Yeah, here we go. I also don't want to like tag YouTube in it because I really don't care about YouTube. What does it look like? Okay, let's see if anybody comes over. I sincerely doubt it, but I actually don't get that much set up. So, and I don't know if I'm gonna keep this. I mean, like I said, I've never. Oh God, I got rid of that. I've never actually like streamed anything before. Um, this is probably. I wish that was. But okay, so let's see what we got. I know I have oil paint in here. I'm just gonna have to like read some packages. All right. Good. I have a good amount of white. Blue. This is oil. I'm probably gonna because I have a package of oil paint. I'm just gonna try to use what I have. What's this one? This is oil. It's acrylic. Though I don't really have that much. This is probably oil. Like okay. And I think was it this package of oil paint? Not sure. I know I have one. I think it's this. Okay. Hi. I'm not being super loud because there's like people downstairs. We're on house quarantine is the thing, so closed the sister into Italy. So we all get punished. It's not really that big of a deal. It's just being a little on the lonely side. So this is my terpenoid. I remember when I was taking a class in oil paint, I was told that you leave it sitting in a jar for long enough, all the paint that's mixed up and it's going to sink down to the bottom. Let's see if that's true. No, it's still blue, which is not really ideal, but it's fine. I could deal with it. This really is not a good angle. All right. I don't know. I might just sit here and paint quietly. Maybe I'll give like a little tutorial as to what I'm doing. I don't know. It's probably not going to keep this video on the channel. I might. Okay. I'm just checking every so often. I don't think anyone's in the chat, but it could be. So basically what I was taught by the one professor this was she said this about like anything now is the most important thing is to get the canvas covered as soon as possible. And I'm going to do this with the least amount of paint I can. Unfortunately, I spent as little money as I could that day. So this brush, I've already lost the bristle. This is the brush I have, because once you use a brush for oil paint, you can't really use it for anything else. Oh, somebody's here. Hi, how are you? Okay, that's actually. I'm painting Starry Night. God, I I don't have a easel, so I'm using a tripod. So we're gonna have to see. This worked the last time I did it, but I feel like I'm pushing on it too hard. It's gonna fall down, and I literally just started. Um, but yeah, so like my cousin. So actually, this whole painting phase starts maybe in like November or even before that. Basically, my friend bought a condo and she was moving in, and she wasn't moving in before I thought she was going to, so that it wasn't actually done. But I was like, oh, her favorite painting, Starry Night. So I'm gonna paint her that. It turned out pretty well. It took ages to dry, unfortunately, because I put a lot of paint on it. But then like my cousin, right? I showed it to her. Oh my god, I'm worried about the okay, I'm gonna keep going, and if it's gonna keep doing that, I'll have to check to make sure it's like solidly on there. I don't think this brush is working. I need a bigger one. But anyway, so I showed my cousin a picture of it, and she was like, "Oh, Starry Night's my favorite painting too, and that looks really good." And she's getting married, so this is like her wedding gift. That's just the plan, anyways. She's not getting married for a while, like it's October, so I should have time to finish it, and then it should dry, and then I'll probably sit there for like 2 months. Is the plan. Oh, thank you. I think it's cool. I don't know. Just started. Yeah, this is not. That's making me wicked nervous. That it's just like soaking like that. I'm kind. I don't want to go check on it. I probably should. I'm glad somebody decided to pop in. I wasn't sure that anybody was actually going to, as I've never streamed anything before. Okay, I got like 2 viewers. That's pretty fun. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure how long I'm gonna actually be streaming. I could paint for like 6 hours. I've sat here and I painted for like 6, 8 hours before. I just don't really know if I'm gonna stream the entire time. Frankly, someone's gonna come in here and ask why I'm talking to myself, because there's still people in the house. And I mean, if they want to, they can. They're gonna end up being on stream, and then they're gonna get mad. No, I didn't really tell them I was doing this. They know that they would think it was weird. My channel topic. So I don't really. I mean, I know what the channel topic is, but it's like dumb. I don't know. I like talk about really paint on my channel. I mean, maybe someday I could turn this into a painting channel and then profit all the videos that I've made. But no, like it's actually almost been an entire year since I first made like my first like analysis video. I made like I think it was called "I Miss Club Penguin," and it was just talking about how it's kind of like the like the overall thesis of that video, like it's kind of messed up how much like media that we consume is like online and on servers and stuff like that, like, and that technically we just don't really anymore. I mean, like, because Club Penguin was something that like a lot of people sunk money into, like obviously like it was marketed towards kids, but like parents were like, were buying their kids memberships and stuff, and then this Club Penguin shut down and that all went away. And that video is not very good is the thing. And I think probably the best video I've made was the one about the Presentable Liberty series, the Menagerie series. That one was a few months ago. I made that. But yeah, I typically just talk about like media that interests me. That's basically what the channel is, and like I said, a lot of it's pretty obscure. Deeply doing like a deep dive into Cherry Falls that I care a lot about, but nobody else does. And I think that's fine. I actually find it to be an extremely interesting movie, and its 10th anniversary is this August. It came out in 2000. So I find the movie to be like infinitely interesting, but I know a lot of people don't, and that's okay. But the movie actually says some really interesting things if you think about it. And honestly, just the fact that like it turned out the way that it did is, I don't know. I'm going to have to buy the actual DVD of it or like the Blu-ray or something. I'm assuming that there's like director's commentary or some, because I want to listen to the director's commentary. I want to know exactly what happened with that movie. And also the good thing too about Cherry Falls is that you could find the original, like I found the original script online, so I'm able to compare it to what did the writer originally intend versus what the final product was. But I'm also aware that like I can't remember what year Columbine happened. Was that 1999? The movie came out in 2000, so it happened like right. It came out like right after Columbine, and unfortunately, the MPAA was just like, nope, you gotta cut all the violence out of your slasher movie. So as a result, you watch it, and there's just like nothing, which is like, I don't know. It's like odd for like a slasher movie. Oh, I dropped on the one viewer. I wonder if that just whatever. And I'm gonna keep talking about it. Because like a lot of like, I don't know. I've actually kind of find the theming of the movie to be interesting. And there's this book I randomly stumbled across while I was working that job that I hated. But it was I think it was called, I can't remember, let me find it. I wrote the name of it on a sticky note. I put a sticky note in my car. So the next time I go to my car, I'll try to find it. But it's called like Transgender in Film or something like that. Because his name is why. And for the most part, it's like I'm just like really dumb. Like I was watching it, and it took me to like the halfway point to be like, oh, this is a little offensive. Like this probably wouldn't exist in its current form today. Granted, I understand that was probably not their intent. It's just kind of one of those things that like it has like unfortunate implications to it. Just due to the fact that like now we're able to recognize like what a harmful trope is. But back in 2000, I'm sure nobody thought about it. But it actually does. This is gonna be like the most like bullshit, but it actually does have something to say like rape culture, which is like interesting for a movie from like 20 years ago. Like it specifically has a scene where a guy admits that like he raped a girl while he was drunk, and he admits that even though he was drunk, he knew what he was doing. That's not something that people to this day argue about. Is like, oh, can you like you know he was drunk? Like, can we really blame him? Like, not with like Brock Turner, like. But Cherry Falls literally says no. He's still a rapist. He made it. He still chose to rape a girl, even if he was drunk. He still did it, and he was still capable of making that decision. Okay, so I covered the entire thing with blue, which is yeah, doesn't look great so far, but that's okay. I'm going to just like move this over to me real quick because I forgot to pull up. I know this is like not a flattering angle. I'm sorry. I've got to pull up, and I know where I'm going to get it because I use like the same reference every time. I just got to remember to actually click on it this time because usually I just kind of leave it in the corner and it's like no, that's just there we go. Okay. So let's see. I guess a good place to start would be the swirly bit. This is probably, I'm just gonna have to make sure to flip back every so often to make sure that, wait, hang on a second. Okay. Yeah, the only unfortunate thing, and that I'm going to keep in mind if I do this again, is that the reference picture is kind of at a bad angle right here. That's unfortunate. That might honestly affect. I didn't plan this very well. I didn't plan it at all. I just thought I would try it. Okay, so this is when the painting part actually starts. So I've actually painted. This is the second time I've ever painted on canvas. This is like the 12th, 13th, 14th time I've ever painted Starry Night. I've painted it on glasses before. Um, yeah, I don't know anything to say about it other than I've painted it a lot, and so this not new. What the hell is this brush? Oh, I think that's the one I was looking for. That's okay. Here on. This is, I found the brush I needed. Where did it go? Is it this one? No. This one. Okay, perfect. I'm probably going to end up using this brush for like 90% of the painting because it's all like little dashes and stuff. Now, unfortunately, the thing of, I mean, it's good to like do like a layer of blue because it all like mixes very well, but it's a little difficult. We just have to keep pushing at it is the thing, and eventually the white will stand out on its own. I had a professor at school that would be like, everything you got to do is original, like copyright and stuff. Like I made my mom a painting of Wonder Woman for her birthday, and I showed it to my professor, hoping to get like some critique, and she was like, "Well, you don't own the copyright to it, do you?" And it's just like, "Well, yeah, but like it's a gift for somebody." Um, like literally nobody cares. I was gonna bust into my house because I painted Wonder Woman and it didn't, like I don't know. I understand I don't know. People make a living drawing. People make like a living like drawing like um copyright character trademarked characters, I guess, right? Like I have I have a picture of Wonder Woman hanging in my room that I bought at like Boston. It was either Anime Boston or it was like Boston Comic Con. Not sure it was. Probably Comic Con, but Anime Boston isn't just anime. It's like there's like other shit there. Like it's basically just like a nerd convention. I made this too big. That's all right. Let's see. Yeah, the thing about oil paint that's good is that it's really like if you like if you make a mistake like early on, or if you make a mistake in general, it's like not difficult at all to rectify it because oil paint just like does not dry for like a week. Um, we're just doing the basic shapes right now. Like this doesn't have to be exact. We started this. All right, so this has gone too far, but that's okay. Now I've already used the white I put down, and it's not super noticeable, but like it is. Yeah, you can see the brush strokes. It just doesn't really look like white yet. But like I said, after I oh, this is random. explained it when I started the stream, but basically, I basically this is a wedding gift for my cousin. Starry Night is her favorite painting. And I've painted it before. This is I literally just started, so it looks terrible right now. But I've painted it before. Hang on one second. I'm like having a really like I've never streamed before. I don't know how to stream me painting. Does that look better? At least you can see the whole canvas now. I guess that'll work. That's gonna make it even harder to look at the reference, but that's fine. I didn't plan this out at all. I'm just like, oh, maybe it'd be fun because I usually don't really. I don't know. It might be kind of cool to have like a video of me painting, and then I just like didn't go any farther than that. Yeah, so this is looking a little better. I did go a little bit too far is the problem. Like there's supposed to be stuff happening here. Like it's supposed to go like whoop. Like so this needs to move over a bit. Again, like I said, oil paint's pretty yeah, okay, there you go. Not like a professional painter at all. I took a painted oil paint. I took a class in damn it. I took a class in oil paint once. It went kind of bad. But then the first time I painted Starry Night, which that was for somebody that had just bought a condo, and that was also, and honestly, Starry Night's like everyone's favorite painting, and rightly so. It's a good painting. Um, but I was just like, I was just like, I don't know what the hell I'm doing, but I know that every time I paint Starry Night with acrylic, it doesn't quite look right. So I was just like, okay, I'm pretty sure it's an oil painting. I actually didn't check, but like every like famous painting is like an oil painting for the most part. So I just was just like, okay, we are going to make this an oil painting, and if it works, it works, and if it doesn't, then whatever. It's not really that big of a deal. Like, yes, I wasted money on this, but I already had some oil painting stuff from back when I was taking the oil painting class. So not a huge deal. Just I think I had to buy the blue and the white, but I think I had a lot of other colors. The blue and the white being like these are the most prominent colors that are in it, and white goes like wicked fast. Is the thing that is like the first thing you learn if you ever start painting is just like white goes ridiculously quick. It's like you need you can never have enough like bottles of white paint because it goes so quick. Okay, so let's see. Um, I might move it. I might do a little bit more, but it's looking better. Like I said, just started. It's not going to look good for a while, unfortunately. I could hear my mom like on the phone downstairs. She talks very loud when she's on the phone. I wonder who she's talking to with that tone of voice. Oh, whatever. She's not like yelling at them. It's just I don't know. Okay, so this is probably working out for the best. I think. Do a little bit more on this end. I think that's better. No, no, it's still too close to the edge. I don't know. This is difficult. Okay, so here's what I'm gonna do. We're gonna just make it like wicked fat on this side. This is why it took like 50 years to dry the first time I did this. Because you just gotta keep layering on the paint. And oil paint does not dry quickly. And I'm gonna probably do the same exact things I did the first time, such as just taking the tube and going like this during some parts because it looks good when you do that. The issue with doing that is the fact that it's just like the fact that um it's just literally like a big chunk of paint and it takes like months to dry. Like I don't I months maybe is an exaggeration. I'm trying to think of how long it took. Took a lot longer than I thought it was going to, is what I should say. Kind of an absurd amount of time if we're going to be honest with ourselves. But again, it's like my own fault that that happened. This is fun. I like talking to myself. At some point I'm probably gonna get sick of talking to myself, and I'm probably gonna like put on RT Games' stream. And I don't. He's probably started it now, but I'm not in a huge rush. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens. That's probably fine. Like that's probably I might this might be a little bit too low. Yeah, but otherwise it's I think it's okay. Like I said, it's all about like small adjustments. And I'm sorry. Like I said, this is a bad angle. I didn't plan this out in a very good way at all. There we go. So we're just gonna keep moving. So yeah, the first chunk of oil painting, or at least for me, is you kind of have to. This is what I was always taught, at least, is you kind of got to get like the basic shapes in the blue. The last time I did this, I didn't put in like that dark tree thing that goes like this like until I basically put a lot of detail into this aspect of it, which is probably for the best because it's a big chunk of black, and black is kind of smothering. Like you don't want to like paint something black and then it's like, oh, I gotta actually fix something that's like under it or around in the world. But that's just for me. I'm not very good at this. There's probably an easier way. I could have done this and I could have streamed it. I'm new to both. I don't really have a way to excuse the decisions I've made. Um, it's also hot in my room, so maybe at some point I'll put the window down. God, I don't know what the audio sounds like. This is just like I didn't put a mic on or anything, so I think this is kind of coming around. Like you could at least see what the hell I'm going for now, at least. I need to get some more blue. Um, it's like already on here, so I don't have to keep applying it. Now, eventually, at some point, I probably will. Because I'm just like kind of putting straight on oil paint on here. But the oil paint is like So the moon part is like right here, I believe. Where is it? Yeah, it's not like full on the top. I think it's like this. I'm saying I think, even though I have the reference picture in front of me, because it's at an angle that I really can't see it at. That is entirely my own fault. I didn't plan this out very well. It's fine. Everything is fine. Next time, if I do this, I'm thinking I might put that there. I mean, I could potentially just go take my mom's computer. I don't think she'll care. That might be something I'll do, and then I'll just move everything. I'll think about it. For right now, I'm kind of got like a flow going. So I'll at least just continue with like what I'm doing right now, and then I'll make a judgment. Okay. I'm not really gonna do map up the stars too much. Just I don't know. It's honestly fine if they're just like if I honestly just paint them over. It honestly blends better if I do that anyways. Like I figured that out last time. Like they look weird if you're just like, oh, here's a circle and then paint the circle without there being like blur, but not a lot. They look too bright is the thing. Um, I wonder if you could hear my mom downstairs. She talks on the phone so loud. I could hear her. I could hear her pretty clearly. They just said goodbye to each other for like the full like 30 seconds. It was like they basically just said, "Oh yeah, I'll talk to you soon, bye," and then like there was a pause and, "Oh yeah, no, I'll talk to you soon, bye." Like it happened like 3 times. Okay. I know my sister's doing online classes, so I'll probably stop doing this. Or I'll probably stop at least streaming if she comes up to do homework or whatever, because I try not to be rude. She might have the coronavirus. Yeah, we're like on like house quarantine right now. Um, my mom's gonna try to get her like a test for Monday, so because we're pretty sure she does not have the coronavirus. She has like a cold, but she's had the cold for like months now. Like she went to Italy and like immediately got like a head cold or whatever. Um, and it's mostly okay. Like we've been taking her temperature twice a day, and she doesn't have a fever or anything, so we don't think she has coronavirus. But like like what if? So we just haven't been like leaving the house. Now uh, granted, I've went out to get food twice. I went to the market and like the dead of night. I didn't talk to anyone. Use the self checkout. I didn't like sneeze on anything or so, but still potentially that could be an issue. I guess I don't know, but like for the most part, we haven't left the house or anything, and it's I don't know. We're all a little bit stir crazy. All right, I'm just like every so often my face is gonna come into frame because I did not lay this out in a good way. Yeah, this is kind of, yeah, I might go get my mom's computer. I don't know. I said I haven't decided yet. But this is definitely getting to the point where it's like not really working out. Like I'm hoping you guys could see what I'm doing. The couple of people that are there. Hello, thank you for watching. I um I don't know. Okay, so this is turning out pretty well. We're gonna go back into the white for right now. Oh God, I could hear them downstairs, like, talking about credit scores. I don't even know what the hell my credit score is. I've been making monthly payments on my car, so it should be fucking amazing, but, um, I'm not sure. You know what's kinda good about being on house quarantine, though, is, like, I've been having a hard time finding another job, and at least now if they ask me, "Oh, what's with that gap on your resume?" I could be like, "Well, I couldn't work, you see. I was on house quarantine because my sister might have had the coronavirus." Oh god. I don't know. Are there people that are just like, "Yeah, that gap on my resume is because my unvaccinated son had the measles." Like, is that something, like, that you wanna tell people? Like, what if I don't get hired even though it's, like, a year later because they think that I might still have the coronavirus. I don't have the coronavirus, I'm gonna make that clear, but, like, anything's possible, I suppose. Okay, so this is actually we're making some progress here. The thing is once I get past this point, I'm probably gonna have to look at the reference images a lot, and I can't really do that with the current setup. So I might go steal my mom's computer if I can. Okay. No, she's like calling somebody. She might be on the computer. I can check, but there's always a chance she's gonna like burst in here and be like, "I need my computer back," which is like it's her computer, so I'm not gonna like take that away from her. I'm not gonna be like, "No, I'm live streaming. I need it." Not that horrible. Okay. Um. Okay. So this is definitely a solid start. Hmm. I mean, obviously, like the brushstrokes are kind of big and stuff, but that's stuff I'm gonna worry about right in a second. I could always potential in there. I don't know. I'm just like on Twitter. Hang on one second, because I did tweet about this stream. I don't think anyone saw it, which is fine. I don't really care. Um. Okay, so let's see how those reference pictures gonna work on this. Like, I don't care if anyone saw it while I'm like stopping everything to check. I care a little bit. I could straight up here. I'm unsure exactly who's he's talking, who's he's calling on the phone, but I could tell it's like an automated message. What the hell? Why does it look like this? What the hell? Okay. Okay. So I think what I've done so far is okay. So one thing is I do got to plan out the bottom a little bit because I always kind of just leave that, and I'm gonna try to at least get ahead right now. So it kind of goes like this, and then like that, and then like that, like black thing is like here. Okay, bring the blue in. Oh, this actually goes a little bit closer to it, hand. So like this. I forgot. Like this is like basically leaning on. I honestly always find like this chunk when I eventually get to painting that to be difficult to paint for some reason that I can't quite understand. Okay, there we go. No, I'm just kind of stopped talking at this point. I really don't know what to talk about. Um, all right, I'm basically just filling this in with the blue, and then I'll probably map out the stars, I guess. Um, I don't know if I'm gonna full on do the stars yet, but at least figure out like where they are is going to be good. Like this is a process. Like it's not going to look exactly like Starry Night right away. That's fine. It's probably not going to look exactly like it when I'm done either. It's just, you know, like my reference image is a picture on my phone. So who knows? Who knows how this is going to turn out? But I mean, I've painted Starry Night like 1,000 times before. This is only my second. This is my second time doing it on a canvas, though. Is the thing. All right, 1 second. Can I probably get a nice view of my face now? Oh, damn it. One problem with, hang on 1 second. I'm just going to turn this around and then I'll put it back. This is not a flattering thing, I'm sure. 1 second. Oh, there's been less flattering angles of me. Okay. Okay, that fixes it for the most part, I guess. Um, Ew. Okay. I don't know why you did that. This bottle paint's not that old. Yeah, I need yellow, don't I? I think I might have actually completely used up the yellow last time. So I'll just open up a new one. This would be oil. Okay. Well, shout out to Emily for buying these for me. Oil painting is like, I remember I did not like it when I was taking that class. Granted, I was using like wicked cheap brushes. The brushes I'm using now aren't like great, but they're a little better. The one of the ones I was using is cheap, but I put it down for right now. The one I'm using now is okay. And I don't know, she was mostly making us paint like abstract stuff. And that's not really my thing. Like she's like, well, and she's like, anybody could copy what's in front of them, but like a good artist paints the abstract. And I'm just like, I do agree on some level, but also I feel like I feel like the whole anybody could just copy what in front of them thing is kind of, I don't know, like I feel like a lot of people can't, and I consider it a skill that I've worked on. That the fact that I could make Starry Night, I could make the Scream pretty well too. I have an extra canvas downstairs. Maybe at some point I'll do it. I don't really have a reason to make the Scream. Like I'm making this as a gift. Does anybody want the Scream gifted to them? I don't know. Got some like little boards. I might do those. It's like really like intimidating if you're like making like something kind of realistic or whatever and it's big. Don't know how the hell so many like oil paintings are like a bit taller than I am. If you've ever gone to like the Museum of Fine Arts, it's like some of them are just like giant. That must have been an expensive process. I imagine. I'm sorry. I'm just checking to see if anyone's chatting. It doesn't appear like it, and that's okay. Said I don't know how long I'm gonna keep streaming for. A bit, I guess. I've been having a good enough time. It's some aspects of this are like kind of inconvenient, but like I think for the most part, the phone is a good way of going about this for right now. And next time I'll plan it better. Or I paint this off camera too. Again, I say next time as if there's definitely going to be a next time. I'm not sure. Potentially. Okay. Okay, let's see. Okay, so I actually have to put some more blue there because that part's a little bit too thick, which I think I was kind of aware of. I'm gonna try to use up the weight of my brush first. So there's one here. And then here. Okay, so we'll start back with the blue again for right now, and then I'll go back to the stars. Because, yeah, that actually gets like thinner. So that's, yeah, okay. Wicked dark right there too. I think there's definitely aspects of this where there's like lighter blues and whites mixed in with the darker blues. So that's probably, so what I think every other part of it's slightly lighter. And then so this part will just look a lot darker by contrast. That's the plan anyways. I don't know. Okay. But sorry, I'm just looking. Gotta check. Let's see. How much thinner does this part have to get? A little bit. This, okay, so okay, now we're gonna put a little bit of white here. All right, that looks good. I might have to just blend it slightly. Hmm. All right, so this is definitely coming along. I think I got the basic shape of that right now. For the most part, this could probably go in a little bit more, like that. Yeah, I think that works. So I'm just gonna clean up this side. I've been streaming like an hour. Okay. 11. Yeah, that's what it's called. But I started at like 11. I must have started at like 11:20 or something. Because it's like 12:24 or whatever. I had no idea that daylight savings time was this was today. Got up, it was like a little after 10:30, which was later than I was expecting. I guess that means I got up at Technically got up at like 9. I don't know. It's spring forward, right? So we lost an hour. It's not spring yet. I mean, I guess it's more. This is looking pretty decent. I'm starting to get some like different like ranges of color and stuff in here. So it's got a little bit more depth than it had before, which is always a good thing. Probably. I'm gonna start because I think I lost the layout to some wedding pamphlet stuff that I made for somebody before. They wanted like the exact same the pages. Like for my cousin, two of my cousins are getting married the same month, and they both are having like the same type of wedding, so they want like the same thing. So I'm gonna have to make that layout again, which shouldn't be too bad. I'm hoping I could just because I still have the PDFs of what I had before. I just don't have the actual layouts. So I'm gonna have to see if that's I don't remember. I don't think you can copy and paste text off of a PDF. I don't think so. I'm going to just pretend that I can, so that way I don't have to worry about it because typing and all that stuff before it was just a giant pain. Um. Okay. I might go until like 1, and then I'm gonna go get lunch and wasn't the same leaving the house to get lunch. I'm gonna go downstairs. I'm gonna eat some chicken, and then I'm going to probably work on the layout stuff, and then I'll probably play Sims tonight. Is the plan. And who knows what's gonna happen next week? Probably still gonna be stuck in the house. My mom's trying to get my sister like an actual test for the see if she's got the coronavirus. Because nope, none of us are really enjoying being stuck in here. I mean, my mom basically has just slept like 24/7. Like she she literally gets up, she goes downstairs, goes on the couch, sleeps, and then she goes back upstairs at like 8 o'clock, and then I don't know. She just basically sleeps the entire time. So I don't need to hear her say like I'm gonna keep that in mind next time she tries to call back early and my sister's lazy because she like slept till noon because there's huge um like again, it's not like a big deal. It's just one of those things straight up. My niece comes and plays in my room a lot, and I'm probably gonna have to take this somewhere else because she's free and she probably will touch it. Maybe if I tell her not to, it'll be fine. But again, like she's free, she might touch it. And oil paint is not. I really do not want to have to deal with that, especially if she gets on her clothes or something. Um, if it gets on her clothes, that's it. It's not gonna come off. So we're just we might have to hide this with the next time she comes over, which I think is gonna be in a week. So this like might just keep checking every so often just to see because if somebody's typing something into the chat, I would like to answer them. I'm sorry that I just keep swinging my face in front of it. I just want to be polite, and I didn't set this up in a very maybe cohesive isn't the right word. I didn't set this up in a way that makes any kind of sense. Okay. Um, So I'm probably gonna have to put the rest of the stars in now. And maybe I'll paint the moon. Okay, let's see. All right, so this one, it's also probably too low, which is unfortunate. Hang on a second. I could fix this. I could fix this. Yeah, there we go. It's a little green, but that's fine. Okay, so I'll just have to cover that up. Okay, I always get distracted by like, I'm sorry. Okay, let's see. I was talking about painting at that double job interview I had on Thursday, and I don't think they appreciated it. They were like, "What is your work ethic like?" And I was like, "Well, whenever I paint, I could have talked about worse things, I guess." I thought it was a good example of how I work. It's not like work, but it's like, yeah, oil painting. It's not the most pleasant experience, like and stuff involved. And I honestly probably said open the window. I'll probably air out my room after I go downstairs to get food. I'm fine for right this second, but I don't need there kind of. I mean, I need to fix it a bit more, but there at least you can't really tell what was there before. Anymore. It's basically just like sky blue, but that's fine. Sky blue works. If I need okay. So there, I mapped out 4 stars. There's a few more. Let me see. I didn't want to zoom more in. Let's see. Okay, so none down here, which I think I knew. All right, so 2 white. Who is my mom arguing with on the phone downstairs? You know what she does on Sundays is she literally just goes through her contacts and calls all of her siblings, and usually they don't answer, but sometimes they do. I guess a couple of them answered today. Um, so that's always a good thing. Because that one I think is mostly yellow, but I'm not going to do that one right now. I'm still focusing on the top. Okay. So, like, here it is. Then there. Like, these stars do not look good, but that's fine. And then it's basically figuring out where they go for right now. That might be a little bit too high up. No, actually, it is kind of off the top, so that's fine. Um, Kind of one difficult thing about the stars is like trying to blend them into like what's happening around. But this is something I'm worrying about right now. I'm just mapping it out. I keep saying that because if I don't, I will just try to focus and make them look fucking perfect. And they're not going to yet. Okay, so then there's like a little white one over like here. That might be a little bit big, but that's okay. And then there's like a yellow one, which is gonna be like here. Okay. So great. So I might just now that I got some yellow on here because there is some like warmer colors in here, just a little. That's like a little, like some dashes every so often. And then okay, so that's good. I might have to blend it a little bit more. All right, so I think I'm probably going to do the moon, and then that might be it. Wait, hang on 1 second. Thank you. Sorry, I can't. The thing is that such a bad. I just like dunked half my hair in the oil paint, so that's gonna be something I have to deal with later. Let me see. I'm sorry, I can't see. Mecky. Thank you. I've only been doing this for about an hour and a half now. So I'm hoping when I'm done with it, I don't know how much longer I'm gonna go on for. I just accidentally dunked half my hair in oil paint, so that is something I'm going to have to deal with. Oh my god, that's all right. I'll go down, I'll eat, I'll take a shower, I guess. Yeah, God. All right, so this is gonna be the moon. I don't know. Maybe I should have put some like music or something on, so if anyone tunes in, it's not just me sitting here painting in silence. I didn't think this through very well. And that's fine. It's not. It's just because it's blue down already, and the white I'm mixing it with does have a. Ah, okay. I just wanted that to get filled in. I'm just gonna keep checking because I do want to be polite and like respond to people that put stuff in the chat. So I'm gonna make sure to check it yourself. You get to see my face kind of just like creep into the frame. But that's the price you pay for watching this, unfortunately. Okay. All right, yeah, so this is more of the color that I want. It's not as green. So maybe not as light as I intended, but that's okay. I'm gonna put a little bit of. Honestly, I might just do the moon like right now. Like I don't want to like just sit here and do the stars for God knows how long because for whatever reason I always have like a really difficult time blending the stars. Unfortunately, that is probably gonna be end up what happened. I feel like just got up like an hour ago, like at 11 or whatever. I think it's probably closer to 1 now, right? Yeah, it's almost 1. The color I wanted. Nice, nice light yellow. I'll see if I can blend this in a way that I'm happy with. It's gonna mix a little bit into green as I keep going. I'm just sorry, I just keep checking. But you know what? I'm done with Starry Night. I'm going to try to teach myself how to make portraits. I do have a couple of like little canvas boards, and I might not use on like the boards. I like painting on canvas, but I think that they'd probably be good for like practicing on. So I mean, hey, all right. So let me just open up the reference image. Okay, so the moon's actually a little bit high. So we're going to try to bring it down a little bit. This needs to go a little bit higher, and I'll fix that in 1 second. I'm not gonna put it too much higher, but the moon and the mountains, I assume, or they might be clouds because there's like mountains. And I'm not sure. Like I'm pretty sure that the black thing that's gonna go here. That's a tree. I'm sure somebody has like done like an analysis of this paint. Like I'm not sure how much there really is to like analyze aside from like the aesthetic of it. Because I'm fairly certain that he painted this while actually, I don't know if he painted it while he was in the asylum, but it's based off of his view from the asylum window. So I don't know, and I don't know for sure if you put it in any like particular imagery. I'm sure you could analyze this though, like just based off of what he was going through at the time. And I do know that there's sort of like this popular attitude of like, don't like overanalyze things, but like, it's not like the worst thing in the world. I I personally don't try to like overanalyze like the mental like stuff like the one that like the mental well-being of like what a person like I made like that video about like work poll and I said like listen, I know it's popular to like look at presentable liberty and be like, he was very clearly depressed and it makes sense because he killed himself. And I had that reaction too, but it's he wanted to test out storytelling techniques only using the letters. That was the reason he gave. He didn't say, he never, even though everybody just came to the conclusion that it was a metaphor for depression, it doesn't necessarily mean that it was. Or, I mean, death of the author, which is a terrible, terrible thing to say in this situation. But if you get like if you look at presentable liberty and you think this represents depression, I can relate to this. There's nothing wrong with that reading at all. The problem comes about if you start just assuming that oh, this is like he made this because he was definitely depressed. And it's like, I don't know. I feel like I wouldn't really be thrilled if people were like analyzing me wrong. He definitely had something like there was because he committed suicide, but like I don't want to assume that that was what he made presentable liberty. I just feel kind of weird about that. But that's just like me personally. That whole situation still makes me really sad. Like that video just like wrecked my mental health. It didn't really help that he was like working a terrible job while I was making it. Next video I make is April Fool's Day video. Look forward to that, I suppose, if anybody here actually cares about my content. I doubt it. I don't even know. Yeah, I don't know where I had the idea, but I think I was just because I don't know. I know there's like a lot of like both love and hatred towards game theory. I'm in the middle. Like I don't really watch them so much. I like the people behind it, so I watch the live streams that they do sometimes. And I was like, I don't know exactly where the idea came from, but I was just like, I think I don't know because they've played Trivia Murder Party quite a bit on the live stream channel. They've played it like 3 or 4 times, which is a lot. It's like a really fun audience participation game, and they seem to generally like it. They have not played the second one, but I was just like, what if we do have like we have like a murder themed game? We might as well like lean into it as much as possible in the sequel, and so they like they put in like so they did give the killer character like like they put like he's got like he had like a he was because it's fun to have like stuff like that and like your like horror thing. And I was like, what if they played Trivia Murder Party 2 and and he's just like, oh god, there's so much lore now, and he makes like, and it basically becomes like the new Five Nights at Freddy's, where he's like making new timelines and stuff. So that's kind of what I'm doing with that. Is it's like I basically created a timeline of the Jackbox games, and I came to the conclusion that Jackbox games take place in like a post-apocalyptic future. It's terrible. And I was explaining it to somebody, and she was like, "What the hell?" I asked her first up. I'm like, "Oh, you know game theory?" And she's like, "I know." And I was like, "Okay, so this is not going to sound rational then." Like I'm sure that if like I make it very, very clear that I don't consider it to be like a mean spirited kind of like thing, but again, I'm just checking. A mean spirited thing, but like it is definitely kind of poking fun and making fun of game theory. I ended up I ended up deciding to end it with I just wanted for one I wanted to make sure that people knew that like this is supposed to be game theory, and I wanted also people to know that like I was aware of the fact that the theory I'm making just does not hold any water. And I also just thought it would be funny if it ended with me, who's basically just acting like Matt Pat, just being like coming to the slow realization that, oh wait, no, this doesn't actually work at all. I I shouldn't really say it's a slow realization. It's probably like the last minute of the video, and it's like an 18-minute video. If I was smarter, it probably would have been more built up. But unfortunately, I'm not. Um, some part of me just is like, I should make one of these every year because they they as of right now they're releasing the party packs every year. I wonder how long they're going to do that for. That's probably going to be a thing that they do probably going to be till like the next decade. I mean, you don't know Jack had ended up having pretty good staying power. That game is older than I am. And I'm old enough that I'm a ghost, so I'm like, I keep getting goddamn laid off. Um, and worse than that, I'm just having a hard time finding stable work. I should probably send a thing to my agent just to be like, hey, I don't think that job I was interviewing for worked out. But I also couldn't have taken the job you gave me because I'm on house quarantine right now. My apologies. I am a scumbag. Now, obviously, this whole thing's going to need a lot more work. I'm going to do the moon part, and then I think I'm going to end this because I'm hungry and I need to wash this oil paint out of my hair. I got a lot of oil paint in my hair, unfortunately. I'm just checking. I think everyone that's in the chat has like an M name. I'm popular with M people, I guess. Welcome M people. Don't know if anyone's still here. One viewer. I wonder if it's the same person for the past few hours. Thank you for sticking with me. I can't imagine this was the most fun. Maybe you got some satisfaction out of watching. Um, maybe you got some satisfaction out of just watching somebody paint. I don't know. I don't know what the audio sounds like. Hopefully the audio is fine. I don't know. All right, so let's see. We're gonna do the moon. I unfortunately have some like oil paint on my phone too. All right. So it's like a yellowy kind of orange, which I knew. I just forgot. All right. That should be good right there. Yeah. All right. So the problem, hang on one second. So sometimes the problem, I need more yellow. There we go. It definitely has to be a little bit more vibrant than that. But not like too much more. Like that's an okay shade. Okay, so if I'm going to make an attempt again, I there was like blue on my paintbrush, so I didn't want to like. I just want the orange color to stand out as much as it possibly can. Which is probably going to be a thick ass layer on there, and it's going to take like 50 years to dry. But again, her shower is not till I know I said this was a wedding gift, but I'm giving it her on her shower. Her shower's not till June, and it's March, so this should be fine. Okay, so hopefully this is a vibrant enough shade. There we go. Not perfect, but this is coming along nicely. You could probably hear my aunt on the phone, like my mom's talking to my aunt, and I could just hear her clearly. Why does everyone in the family talk on the phone so loud? Okay, so there we go with that. Again, I'm hoping that this is showing up fine. Okay. The only thing I'm going to do, I think, while I have the orange out is here. Because a little bits of like warmness that it's like, in like the swirly part. Okay, there we go. And I'm gonna blend that a little bit, and then I think I will be done. So let's just do a little bit of blending. Yeah, God, wait. That was some yellow. Whatever, it should be okay. Just so it doesn't stand out like too much. Shades in the swirl. Coronavirus. Not my aunt, like everyone in this house. Oh my God. Okay. Script, but I also haven't really done. I'm gonna probably see if I can get the book. I'm gonna see if I can get like some kind of DVD, see if there's like commentary on it or whatever from the director, which I believe I've seen that there is like director commentary. I'm like listening to my mom. She always tells stories as if stuff's like her idea. Like I was supposed to go over to help like my yeah, fair. And then I told my mom, and I hear her on the phone downstairs, and she's just like, I told Grace to not go. Like, no, you didn't. I told you I wasn't gonna go over. That wasn't your idea. Damn it. There's like yellow in the brush. Oh, what was I saying? I just like completely forgot. Anyway, so I'm gonna make this hard. I'm gonna make the Cherry Falls video. It's gonna be in August. I'm gonna try to put it out on the 10th anniversary. I think that a lot of the stuff I was saying is good. It's just I fucked up the upload and it's really low quality. But like I said, I'm happy with the stuff I said. I'm not happy with like the quality of it. So I might take it down and then like make like an HD version. But in order to do that, I should actually probably figure out how the hell to actually have good audio in the first place. Um, so that's not going to be for a while. But the Cherry Falls one's going to be for August. In between them, there's going to be a few videos about Warriors Cats. I made the introduction, and I have the first, like the first episode or whatever. I guess the second episode because the introduction is like the first one. But that one's like scripted. I just got to record it, and I might record it when my sister goes to get tested for the coronavirus. That one's like going to be 7 pages. It's going to be a pain in the ass. But then again, I do actually have to get like a bagel for that, don't I? Damn it. I actually need to fix the script on that a little bit just to adjust for that. We'll see. But I try to put like little like yeah. Sorry, I was just checking again. What the hell was I about to say? I know I was just thinking that I should probably make something else besides the Warrior Cats ones and the Cherry Falls one. What was it? I honestly do not remember. That's unfortunate. Okay, I don't know. I just started putting like definition and shade into this aspect of it. So that's what I'm doing right now. I don't know about after that though, after August. I honestly have no idea. I know there's like this long gaps. I don't know. Like my mind keeps kind of wandering off as I'm doing this. Like it's easy to have your mind wander off while you're painting. Um, yeah, anyway, I don't know about what kind of videos I'm gonna make after the Cherry Falls one. I might not is the thing. Like I would like to finish the Warrior series, so maybe I'll just finish that and then that might be it. I mean, I don't know. I'm probably going to make like a video called like I went to Disney for the first time in a decade because I'm going in next January, I think, assuming things don't like go wrong in that regard. But should be going. And my God, my aunt's talking so loud. I wonder if you can hear her. I'm just listening to my aunt talk now. I'm sorry. Some good old fashioned family gossip. And I'm also trying to think of because I. Just checking again. I'm sorry. Okay. Oh, so this has to go down. I forgot. Okay, hang on. Okay. So this is going to be the connected kind of, and then this has to go away. All right. So not go away. It has to be thinner. And then I guess the shape of it's good. I guess that's probably a good place to leave it off after I fix it. I know I said I was going to do the moon, and that would be it. But listen, I don't know. I just kept going. Has it been 2 hours yet? Almost. I'll be up probably past 2 hours by the time I fix this little part. Okay, just gotta finish. I'm just listening to my aunt right now. I could hear her so clearly. Despite the fact my mom's on the phone and she's like outside. Okay. It's bothering me that I can't think of that video where I was like, "Oh, yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to make that," and then I just, like, forgot about it, like, what happened? Okay, so this is definitely coming along. Okay, so, yeah, I guess that's good. I'm gonna hang on. So the only thing I'm gonna do now is move this up a little bit, and that should be good. There we go. Why is Team Snapchat sending me something? Did they find out that I'm in quarantine because of the coronavirus? They're like, hey, you all right? Yeah. Uh, I'm sorry, my like stool is like. Oh my god. Do 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 do. I don't know why I'm singing that. I'm sorry. Okay, so I think I'm just gonna fix like the basic shape of this. I think it's gotta get a little closer to the swirl, just a little bit closer. Oh, I was gonna make a video about leasing movies, wasn't I? That one probably wouldn't be like a good analysis. It'd probably just be like, and here's some weird ass movies that I. Okay. All right, so this is. There we go. Um, all right, so we're past 2 hours. I probably just gonna fix this up a little bit, and then this is probably gonna be it right now. I might just use up the rest of this dark colored paint, this like blue paint, but then that'll probably be that. I need to check to see what direction this is going up here. Let's see. Where these are all going this way, and then this is going that way, and then they like meet. There we go. This is all working out nicely. This side of it's a little bit underdone, so I might mess with that a little bit. I just want to use up what I have on here. I don't know, my mom and my aunt moved to another part of the house, but I could still kind of hear them. Not so much anymore. Not getting the sweet family gossip. Which is, yeah. Okay, so it's been past the 2 hour, which I knew that it was past 2 hour mark. I think I said that earlier, but I just wanted to look. What time is it? 1:30. Yeah, no, I'm hungry. I'm going to stop. I am just touching this up. I'm using up the last of the paint that's on here. Now that it's gonna dry, because of course it doesn't, it's oil paint, you know. Alright, I still can't for the life of me think of what video it was I was gonna. I don't know. I'm a no. Alright. Yes. We're almost. I keep saying I'm gonna stop, and then this is what happens. I just want to keep going. Okay, I guess this is probably because I think I ran out of paint on here too. So I think that's probably as far as it's gonna go for right now, because I need to rusty oil paint on my hair, and I gotta eat, and I gotta go make those wedding, like make the pamphlets. That's probably what I'm gonna end up doing. But okay, let me see. All right, so it's been over 2 hours now. Pretty exciting. I'm not actually sure, because I've never live streamed before. I'm not actually sure if it's gonna like go straight onto YouTube or if it's gotta load. Or not sure. I don't know. Maybe I'll leave it as like a privated video or something, just so I could. But I'll have it, and then I could look at this and be like, "Wow." I know I'm still messing with it. Remember that time I sat there and live streamed myself basically painting in silence? I don't know. This was all right. I might try this another time. I might try this again. I should say, and one thing after another. But I guess it's fine. I'm probably just gonna stop. That edge was bothering me. Frankly, it still kind of is, but I'm not gonna mess with it. All right. So goodbye, everyone. Goodbye.